In the quiet, forgotten town of Blackwood Creek, there stands a house. Not just any house, mind you. Locals call it the Devourer. It's a grand Victorian mansion, once the pride of the town. Now a crumbling skeleton of peeling paint and shattered windows, choked by ivy that looks like grasping green claws. For over a century, a chilling legend has clung to its walls. Anyone who dares to step across its threshold is never seen again. They simply vanish, swallowed whole by the house itself. The story begins with the original owners, the Blackwood family. One crisp autumn evening in 1898, they hosted a lavish dinner party. Laughter and music spilled from the windows, a beacon of warmth in the cool night. But as dawn broke, an eerie silence fell. Neighbors noticed the music had stopped, the lights were out, and the front door was slightly ajar. When they peered inside, they found a chilling scene. The dining table was set for a grand feast, the food untouched, the wine glasses full. But the chairs were empty. The Blackwoods, their guests, and even the servants had disappeared without a trace. It was as if they had simply evaporated into thin air. That was the first time the house fed. Over the decades, the legend grew. Brave teenagers on a dare, skeptical journalists looking for a scoop, and desperate souls with nowhere else to go were all drawn to the house. Each time, the story was the same. They would enter, and the door would swing shut behind them with a final, echoing boom. And then, nothing. No screams, no sounds of a struggle. Just an unnerving, absolute silence. Police investigations found no signs of foul play, no hidden passages, nothing. The house kept its secrets locked tight within its decaying heart. In the 1970s, a team of paranormal investigators, armed with the latest ghost hunting technology, decided to crack the case once and for all. They were confident, broadcasting their entry live on a local radio station. For the first hour, everything seemed normal. They described dusty furniture covered in white sheets, portraits with eyes that seemed to follow them, and a cold that seeped into their bones. They spoke of strange whispers that seemed to come from the walls themselves. The lead investigator, a man named Dr. Alistair Finch, reported a sudden drop in temperature and a feeling of being watched. His last words broadcast over the air were, "Wait, the walls. They're breathing." Then the radio went dead. A rescue team sent in the next day found their equipment neatly piled in the foyer, but the investigators were gone. The house had claimed another group. What is the truth behind the Devourer of Blackwood Creek? Some say the house is built on a gateway to another dimension, a hungry void that pulls people in. Others believe the spirit of the original Blackwood patriarch, a man rumored to dabble in dark arts, still haunts the property, jealously guarding his home and adding anyone who enters to his spectral collection. Old town records speak of a curse, placed on the land long before the house was even built, a curse of eternal hunger. One of the most compelling theories revolves around a little girl named Lily, the Blackwoods' youngest daughter. She was said to have a strange and powerful imagination. Legend has it that on the night of the party, feeling ignored by the adults, she made a wish. A lonely, desperate wish that her house would keep her company forever, that no one would ever leave her again. Perhaps the house, in its own twisted way, granted her wish. Perhaps Lily is still in there, a ghostly child queen presiding over a court of captured souls, forever playing in the silent, timeless halls of her monstrous dollhouse. The house changes, you see. Those who have studied it from afar claim its architecture is not static. A window that was on the second floor one day might appear on the first the next. A new turret might sprout overnight, or a porch might vanish entirely. It's as if the house is a living, breathing organism, constantly shifting and reconfiguring its internal layout, creating an impossible, inescapable labyrinth for anyone trapped inside. The house isn't just a place, it's a predator. Its windows are eyes, its doorway a mouth, and its hallways are its digestive tract. In 2012, a young blogger named Ethan decided to be the one to finally solve the mystery. He was going to live stream his entire exploration. Armed with multiple cameras, GPS trackers, and a satellite phone, he believed technology would be his shield. He entered the house, and for 3 hours, the world watched. He documented rooms that seemed to rearrange themselves behind him, doors that led to brick walls and hallways that stretched into impossible lengths. He captured whispers on his audio recorder, faint pleas for help. Then his feed became distorted. The image flickered, and for a split second, viewers saw not a dusty old room, but an endless churning void of blackness. Ethan screamed, a raw, terrified sound. "It's not a house!" He yelled, "It's a stomach!" The feed cut out. Neither Ethan nor his equipment were ever recovered. So the devourer stands, waiting patiently on the edge of town. It looks like an ordinary abandoned house, but it's a trap, a tomb, a creature of wood and plaster with an insatiable appetite. It continues to beckon the curious and the brave with its silent promise of a story. But the only story it ever tells is one of disappearance, a tale that ends with a final quiet gulp as another soul is swallowed, forever lost in the house that eats. The question is not what happens inside, but rather, when will it get hungry again, and who will be its next meal? Thank you so much for watching. If you're fascinated by mysteries like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Let me know in the comments what you think is really going on inside the Devourer. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.